The most transformative leaders are those who lead from their hearts and not their heads. And on that note, I welcome you to Know Your Representative, the program that bridges the visible gap between lawmakers and their constituents. I am Maria Olasheinde. We'll take a short break. I'll be back soon. Stay with us. The task of the leaders is to get their people from where they are to where they've not been. How do we hold our leaders accountable in the business of lawmaking and representation?
The mandate that you have given to us is not abuse in any way.
The primary purpose of government is to ensure the welfare and security of the Nigerian people.
Constituency project had noble intentions and they still remain the most veritable tool.
Do they really know their representatives at the states and national assemblies?
Our people, they don't have water, they are suffering. They only drink water from where rain fall.
For the current one, the 10th assembly, I don't really know who is in charge.
From the mountaintops to the deepest valleys, we're ready to go an extra mile just to show Nigerian your constituency project. Know your representative with Maria, bridging the visible gap. Arrival of guests, dignitaries to commence the commemoration of the 59th birthday of the Director General of NILDS, National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies, Professor Abubakar Olanrewaju Sulaiman. A book titled An Introduction to Comparative Legislative Drafting was officially unveiled in his honor on Tuesday, October the 15th, 2024. The book represents a significant contribution to the field of legislative studies and serves as a testament to Professor Olanrewaju Sulaiman's leadership in advancing legislative practice and scholarship in Nigeria. Authored by Dr. Tonye Clinton Jaja, the book is a comprehensive collection of essays that delve into various aspects of legislative drafting from a comparative perspective. Arguably, the last time a similar book of such context was published was in the year 1977 by the late Sir William Dale of the United Kingdom, who authored a book entitled Legislative Drafting, a comparative study of methods of France, Switzerland, the United Kingdom, and Sweden. Unlike Sir William Dale's book, Dr. Jaja's book covers more jurisdictions and uses criteria that include 6 veritable parameters as a basis for the comparative study. They are nomenclature, drafting personnel, structure of legislation, legislation for drafting, supporting documents, and publication of legislation. These have been used to compare and contrast the different legal and legislative drafting systems of the world. Structured into 10 chapters, the major jurisdictions and legal systems that are cross-examined include the common law legal system, as exemplified by the United Kingdom, the civil law legal tradition as exemplified by France, the Islamic law system as exemplified by Saudi Arabia, and the legislative drafting systems of the African Union AU, United Nations UN, and the European Union EU. The book is beneficial to lawmakers, practitioners, legal scholars, and students. Other stakeholders, such as jurists whose work involves analysis of legislation, as well as others interested in enriching their knowledge and skill on drafting, will also find this book useful. The unveiling ceremony was graced by a distinguished gathering of dignitaries, including Senator Abubakar Buhari, Honorable Mukhtar Shagaya, former Minister of Special Duties Kabiru Turaki SAN, former Minister of State for Power Dr. Mohammed Wakil, alongside several members of the National Assembly and other notable Nigerians.
I got to know him specially on the basis of 2 books he launched that he invited me to. And it has been remarkable progress from that point, publications. And I'm also very happy that his quality as a leader was appreciated by the former president of this country. I'm talking of Prof. President Dr. Jonathan. He appointed him Minister for National Planning. And I want to say that if you take Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Foreign Affairs, in the gradation of the profile of the ministries, I think Ministry of National Planning came top also. And he was put there. And I was quite impressed with the achievements he made. And I'm happy that he took another good step through appointment to become the DG of this National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies. So it has been from one national assignment to another, and we are quite happy that we are gathered here today because of him, the book that is going to be launched to celebrate, among other things, his birthday.
Not only with this book, you proved the efforts you have done as the DG NILDS to sustain and develop the democracy in Nigeria. We know that such endeavors can't be taken for granted. So dear Professor Abubakar or Sulaiman, for the future, all the best. There is no doubt that you will continue your efforts for the best of Nigeria. And for us, we hope that we can even strengthen and deepen our already special partnership, or as I would call it, friendship. There is great synergy here, and we know the added value of this connection. So once again, dear DG NILDS, Professor Abubakar O. Sulaiman, all the best, long-standing health, prosperity, and God's blessing for everything upcoming.
I cannot help but draw attention to the role of legislative drafting and the role it plays in the education sector. Our laws regarding basic education must be clear, forward-looking, and adaptable to the needs of the ever-evolving society. Effective legislation can help improve the quality of education, ensure equitable resource distribution, and hold stakeholders accountable for the implementation of educational policies. The principles of legislative drafting as outlined in this book are not only applicable to the laws governing education, but extend to every sector of our national life. We must continue to work towards the creation of laws that truly serve the people and reflect our collective aspirations for a better Nigeria. In conclusion, I congratulate the author, Dr. Jaja, contributors and editors of this book for their tremendous efforts in producing a work that will serve both as a reference and a guide for many years to come. I also extend my heartfelt appreciation to Professor Sulaiman for his enduring contributions to legislative development in Nigeria and for being a beacon of excellence in both academia and public service. To everyone here today, I encourage you all to take lessons from this book, apply them in your respective fields, and continue the work of building a legislative framework that upholds the tenets of justice, equality, and good governance. Happy birthday, Professor Sulaiman. Thank you.
To me, there's no any better person or no prouder person than me for what he has been doing in this institute. At a point, I was asking him, I said, I hope you are not competing with National Assembly. Because every day or every time when you see, there must be a program. Be it in academic, be it outside people have, from the other part of the country coming for training, capacity building at the National Assembly, State Assembly, name it. This man is workaholic, and he has already turned the whole of this place as an workaholic institute. To the extent that if you own your TV, you must one way or the other, you must see NILDS having one program or other that you have to watch. So, sir, you have never finished the journey. You said we should watch, but I have already finished watching. For what so far you have done, I think history will be kind to you for what you have done. But we are here to celebrate him. I want to be a very bit brief. And I want to tell you, sir, congratulations and happy birthday. I thought you are 60. I was afraid when they say you are 60 because I am also 59. When you say 60, I said, when did you put that one? Thank God you vehemently protested and say you are 59. Of which our chairman said, are you afraid of going to 60? You know, he has already moved above 60. Sir, congratulations, and we need to see more action on this institute with your very beautiful teams that you have been doing a lot in this country. And wish you best, and we expect more service to this nation.
I want you to look at these three powerful men. They were all ministers in Goodluck Jonathan's administration. And if you remember, it was during their time that if you go to Meshai, you will do noodles, egg, chicken, Milo, sugar, and everything, and eat very well. You can go and try Meshai now. You need them back in government. So you can see that our celebrant also lectured us in University of Abuja, and that's the relationship I have with him. But it's usually from the other side, so he doesn't know when we are sitting in the audience. And former Minister of State, Power, is one person I've admired from afar, was the only federal minister at the time when my father-in-law died that wrote a letter of condolence to me because I was a licensee in the power sector of Nigeria at the time. And so my wife still has a copy of the program of her father's passing and say, where is this your senior friend, Wakil? And when I searched at the time, immediately he finished as minister because he has this class of friends. He immediately went abroad to go and sustain and get his PhD. So I don't know why you have not been quoting PhD after his name. And since then, we have not seen him. I'm seeing him for the first time here. So please, my good message, do not joke with any relationship you have in life. You never know where God will take you to.
We are aware of the existence of this institute. We've seen several DGs come and go, but we've also seen the monumental achievement that have come to this institute since he took over as Director General of this institute. And that is why knowledge and experience is critical in whatever we do in life. And that is why I'm happy that today NILDS is answering its name, is living up to our expectation. Is it in the field of legal drafting? Is it in the field of sharpening skills in legislative practices? You see handwriting of NILDS there. Not because you are my friend, not because you are my colleague, not because you are my brother. Let me say, without fear of contradiction, Prof, we're very, very proud of you. You are one of those few individuals that have been given opportunity, and then you've been able to transform that opportunity into greater opportunities for generality of Nigerians. God will reward you for that. It's important, therefore, that government should take more than a passing interest in what is happening in this institution. Because what is happening here is something that is profound as far as deepening our democracy is concerned in this country. And after all, you see the quality of legislation that come out, most particularly in the National Assembly, increasing with each passing day. And I dare say that that is the effect of what this institute is doing to our National Assembly and National Legislature.
I believe that what Clinton Jaja and those of us students of legislative studies have been called upon to do is to make legislation as simple as possible, as readable and as clear as possible, so that those that will be charged with interpretation and application of the law will do so in the greater interest of the country. It is on that note that I want to congratulate very heartily Dr. Jaja, with whom we have some other special relationship I will not here disclose, and also the institute here, NILDS, is breaking very many grounds. And let me add DG sir, that the University of Abuja, which own you and we're very proud of you, has recently approved 6 new programs for your sister institute there, including postgraduate programs in international legislations and interparliamentary studies. And we hope to collaborate with NILDS in that regard. Well, thank you, sir, and look forward to receiving copies of this book and also in savoring the birthday bash. Congratulations, sir.
The Academic Staff Union of Research Institutions is the equivalent of ASU. They've been in existence since the year 2007. They have inducted only 3 persons. You are the third. The first is the former Minister of Science and Technology, the late Dr. Ubonaya Onu, the immediate past DG of Nigerian Institute of Medical Research, Professor Babatunde Salako, and the third person is Professor Abubakar Olanrewaju Sulaiman. I thank you, DG. I'll take your regards to the Kingdom of Lesotho, where I am meant to train their lawyers on legislative drafting. I cannot say more than that. I'll end with a quotation by an emperor, a Roman emperor. He said, "What we do in life echoes in eternity." What you are doing here today would outlive you. This book you have allowed to be published. I was a student at the University of London when I saw a book published in 1977. The author had died. The book is Comparative Study of Legislative Drafting in UK, Switzerland, Sweden, and France. The book was published in 1977. That is 47 years ago. Yet, I use that book for my PhD research. So what you have done today would outlive you. I'll leave you with these words. What we do in life echoes in eternity. Thank you, DG.
In his remarks, Professor Abubakar Olanrewaju Sulaiman expressed his heartfelt gratitude for the honor bestowed upon him through the unveiling of the book. He commended Dr. Jaja for his scholarly contribution and highlighted the importance of legislative drafting as a crucial tool for ensuring effective governance and democratic development. He also thanked the esteemed guests for their presence and continued support for NILDS and its mission to strengthen democratic institutions in Nigeria.
We are in partnership with ECOWAS Parliament and East African Conference of Speakers. NILDS is indeed an intellectual hub for African parliaments. In the recent time, we have been recognized. We have received the Telegraph Award as the best legislative support institution in Nigeria. We have received Presidency Award as the best digital service delivery in Nigeria. And the DG himself has been recognized as Presidency as the best public servant of the year 2023. Just last week, we received the GovTech Trailblazer Award from Presidency, and we have been given a lot of fellowship from ICSAM, from Institutes for Labor Studies, and from the Ethnic Society of Nigeria, all within 1 year. I And I want to say again that just last week, one of my finest staff was been given as one of the Nigerian 25 exceptional value-added female professionals in the country by the New Nigeria Guardian. To this extent, the only thing we can tell you is that yes, we have attained this level through your partnership. I want to thank every one of you for finding time to be here. I count on the support of the leadership, as always. I count on the support of my friends, my colleagues in cabinet. I count on the support of my mentor, Mr. Yakub and others. And I count on the support of my colleagues from the University of Abuja. I will not forget too easily. It's not something I can forget. And most importantly, I count on my friends from the media. They have been wonderful. They have done so much. I can see faces, I can see our mama of NIT, I can see Linda of Channel TV, I can see TVC of Maria, and a whole lot of you. You are surprised I know names. I can count names. And I want to thank the management of National Assembly, people represented by the CLA, who is represented here too, for finding time to support us.
Join us in celebrating the remarkable leadership and dedication of the Director General of NILDS, Professor Abubakar Olanrewaju Sulaiman, on a special day.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, our DG. Happy birthday to you. May the good God bless you. May the good God bless you. May the good Lord bless you, our DG. May the good Lord bless you. Hip, hip, hip. Hip, hip, hip. Hip, hip, hip.
So everybody, let's go. Give me an N, an I, an L, a D, and an S. NILDS, congratulations. And happy birthday to you.
Happy 59th birthday, Prof.
The Director General, National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies, a very, very happy birthday. I wish you good health, sound mind, long life, and of course, all the very best that life has to offer you. Happy birthday!
Professor Sulaiman, happy birthday. As you celebrate, may the Almighty bless you, favor you, may His grace abound in your life. I've known you as a very professional person and a man of integrity since I met you at NILDS. And I know that this is just the beginning of greater heights to come for you. This is another celebration, it's a milestone, it's a birthday, but it will be a milestone that will trigger a lot of blessings from the Almighty. The grace of the Lord and His joy shall abound in your life. I wish you a very, very, very happy birthday. And I feel very honored to be asked to wish somebody of such integrity as yourself a birthday wish today, to be included in those amongst those who wish you well. happy birthday one more time.
The task of the leaders is to get their people from where they are to where they've not been. How do we hold our leaders accountable in the business of lawmaking and representation?
The mandate that you have given to us is not abuse in any way.
The primary purpose of government is to ensure the welfare and security of the Nigerian people.
The constituency project had noble intentions, and they still remain the most veritable tool.
Do they really know their representatives at the states and national assemblies?
Our people, they don't have water, they are suffering. They only drink water from where rain fall.
For the current one, the 10th assembly, I don't really know who is in charge.
From the mountaintops to the deepest valleys, we're ready to go an extra mile just to show Nigerian your constituency project. Know your representative with Maria, bridging the visible gap. Thank you for being a part of the program Know Your Representative with Maria. Join me same time next week as I bring another interesting edition. For missed episodes, you can catch up on our YouTube page, My Base TV. Thanks for watching. I am Maria Olashende. Goodbye and God bless Nigeria.